Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you are welcome. If you are my returning subscribers, thanks for coming back. I'm Sonia Ogbede. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make a bob wig from start to end. And also I'm going to teach you some tricks as well. If your bob wig, or if you have tried a bob wig before and you have volume, or it has a lot of volume at the ends, which usually makes the wig somehow, I'm also going to teach you how to remove the fullness, or to thin your bob wig to have less volume at the end also. So if you are interested and you want to know how, you want to watch this video to the end. So first, you will need a wig cap. Any wig cap of your choice will do. You need a closure and also some weave for your wig. So to start, you have to start your wig cap with closure. You have to sew in the closure first. So as you can see, I'm placing my closure now, and when placing the closure, you make sure it aligns with the cap. I mean, at the beginning, you make sure you place it exactly at the beginning of the dome cap or the wig cap that you are using. So I'm going to pin it down now so that it won't move. So I'm going to pin the closure down on the wig head, on my dummy head, I mean. So I'm going to pin everything down now, after which I'll go ahead and sew it on the cap. So I'm going to sew it right now. So to sew your wig, or to sew your closure, you will need a thread and a needle to sew it on the wig cap, on the cap that you are using. So as you can see, I'm already sewing the closure on the cap. So I'm just going to sew it all around, and make sure as you are sewing, make sure it's laying flat, laying correctly. Don't let it pop up, because you won't like the outcome if it pops. So make sure as you are placing the closure on the cap, make sure it's laying flat, so that you get a nice and a flat closure after sewing it. So as you can see, I'm still sewing. I'm just going to go ahead and sew everything down before I begin to lay the weave one after the other. So okay, yeah, I'm done with the sewing now. What I'm going to do now, so after sewing the closure on the wig cap, you go ahead and cut the wig cap at the bottom of the closure, which you have already sewn, because it's no longer it's not transparent yet. You have to cut off the cap which you covered, so that the closure will be transparent outside. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the black part of it out now. But when you are cutting, you make sure you give it a little space at the both sides, so you don't end up exposing the closure which you have already sewn. So you have to leave just a tiny space in both sides of the cap. So I'm going to pack or bring this closure out of my way, so it doesn't obstruct me when I'm placing the weft on the cap. So now guys, make sure you watch this video to the end, because I'm going to show you a lot of tricks, because I know so many people, because even me too, I used to be scared of making this bob wig, because I know I used to make some errors while making it. But now that I already know the tricks and how to do it, that's why I said, okay, let me just record this video and show you or teach you how I made it as well. So make sure you watch this video to the end, because I'm going to show you a lot of tricks which you might not know. So I've started laying the weft. All you have to do, because I'm using a glue bond to glue the weft. So if you want to sew in, you want to use a thread and a needle, that's fine. It's just do whatever you want to do. But for me, in this video, I'm using a glue to glue the weft one after the other. So you can decide the space which you are going to leave while laying the weft. Depends on you, depends on how full you want your wig to be, or how much weave you have to use. So but the least space you can give is 2 fingers. You can lay 2 fingers on your wig cap to know the amount of space that you can give on each weave that you are laying. So I'm just laying the weave one after the other. As you can see here, I'm still laying it. So by using a glue bond to lay the weft. So just watch me guys as I lay the weft. Okay, now guys, this is the end part of the weft of the weave that I'm going to lay. That is the last one. When you are laying the last weave, you make sure you lay it very close to the closure which you have already laid, so that you don't have any space there. So that you don't have any space there. But although that is not the only reason why you don't have space, but as you are laying your weft, make sure at the top part you lay a lot of weft instead of putting a lot at the back. So make sure you have a lot in front. I mean close to the closure, so that your that front will be properly closed. Okay guys, now I've already finished laying all the wefts, and this is the first part of the weave of the wig. Now that I'm already so now that I'm done with the cap, we're going to the next stage. So I'm just going to comb it a little before I go into trimming and styling, cutting and styling the wig. I did a little trimming off camera. So right now this is night, so I paused for some while, so because of some things I have to do. So this is night already, so I just decided to finish up at night. So I'm going to start styling now, but before then I will still have to cut or trim the ends, because the cutting I did off camera, I just did, you know, minor cutting, because I really wanted to film the whole cutting. So I've done some part of the cutting off camera already, but it doesn't really matter. I'm still going to cut all over again, because I didn't do the full trimming. So now before you trim or before you cut your bob, you have to trim or cut in sections. So you don't have to cut everything at the same time. In order for you to have control over the weave, you have to cut in sections. So that's why I'm trying to bring some out of my way. I'm going to pack them out so that I can trim them. So before you trim your bob, you have to have a bottle of water, because it's really good, or it's better for you to trim while the hair is wet, so that you can have all the ends all will be together. Instead, because when it's dried, you see some flying out. You might not be able to get everything at once, but when you wet it, you will see everything will be together. It will all be molded together, and you will have easy trimming. So now I've already wet the hair, and I'm just going to go ahead and trim. When trimming, make sure you take the hair out. You can see the way I'm doing it. I just raise the hair up, take it towards my own direction, instead of leaving it on the dummy head or the person's head that you are doing the wig. Just bring it towards you, and then you cut. So I'm just going to continue cutting one after the other in sections, but make sure you wet it. That's one of the tricks, or that is how I was taught anyway, and it's really it makes it really easy for you to trim. So make sure you wet the hair while you are trimming. So I'm just going to trim one after the other in sections. Now I'm still trimming the hair. Now I'm done with the trimming, and I'm going to dry up the hair with I'm supposed to use a blow dryer to quicken the drying, but because it's night time, I decided to use a hot comb to dry it. So it's going to take me quite a long time to finish drying it. So now the hair is completely dry now, and I'm going to start styling now. But as you can see, the ends are very thick. So to remove the thickness or the fullness from the end, I'm going to use a shear scissors. So you will need a shear scissors to remove thickness. This is the shear scissors I'm talking about. So you will need one of this to remove thickness from the ends of your weave. So to remove it, just watch what I'm doing. It look as if I'm cutting with the normal scissors. So just place the shear scissors on the tip or wherever you want to remove the thickness, and cut. Then comb the one that you have already cut or thin. Just use a comb to remove it from the end. So I'm going to go ahead and remove every part that I don't want that fullness to be on. So this is very crucial. This is one of the crucial parts of doing a bob wig. So you have to try and remove every thickness or fullness from the end, or else you are not going to get the perfect results. Because when a bob wig is too full, I mean when the ends are too thick or too full, it doesn't look good at all. So when you have some problem, or you have something similar like this, that the end of your bob wig is too full, just thin it out. So now I'm already styling it with a flat iron. I'm gonna go ahead and style it section by section as well. So make sure you do whatever you are doing, make sure you do it section by section. That is how you are going to get a perfect result. So I'm just stretching all the hair out or the weave out to give me a perfect look, or that bob look that I want. Now guys, you can see how this wig is looking. Wow, this is really beautiful, and I like how it came out, the end result. Wow, I love this. I really love this. Now guys, I'm not going to be able to wear it today because I still have a protective style on. If you enjoyed this video and you have learned something from this tutorial, give this video a thumbs up, like and comment as well. You can as well share to your friends as well. So guys, thanks for watching. I love you all. Bye.